Hey, folks, it's Marvin Cash, the host of the Articulate Fly. We're back with another Ruch Report with the man himself, Brendan Ruch. Brendan, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing well, Marvin. Back on bass for 25, and it feels good to get some vitamin D and feel a tug.
Yeah, I tell you, your groupies crawled out of the woodwork on social media when we were chumming for questions. They missed you.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I would imagine most of them are also texting me at the same time that they're answering questions or asking questions. But yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate the participation.
Yeah, there you go. So, you're, I don't know, you're a few hundred miles north of me up in PA. So it's not as, tropical down here. I think we were almost at 80 degrees today. You're not quite there yet, but what are you seeing on the pre-spawn bite?
Last week midweek was totally insane. It was like pre-spawn was on. Weren't fully committing to that upper water column lighter colored fly bite for me, but just kind of fishing flies with a small tungsten bead or a keel that were darker and had copper flash seemed to be the trick. And once we cracked that code, it was like 2 days of mayhem, and then it got super windy, and I left the state for a few days.
Yeah. Any trip you want to share with our folks?
Well, but before that, I was fishing down in Virginia with Austin from Virginia Trophy Guides and my boy Jimmy G, who's a master cork bug specialist out of Pittsburgh. But yeah, I was on a trip for pleasure this past weekend.
Well, there you go. Well, you told us a little bit about kind of fly color, any particular type of bug or anything on the terminal tackle side you want to share?
Yeah, so if anyone's been following what I've been posting, I've been fishing the nut job or the leggy hair day, I think it's called, on the AirX YouTube page. But yeah, so it's just a craft fur fly that fishes a lot like a leggy boy. So shimmy shake with the tail and the shank. It's a pretty long fly, like probably 5.5 inches, like standard size. But yeah, fishing black over olive with some satin Senio chenille and olive. I don't think that color really matters. It's more like the density of the material. And then veiling that Senio chenille with copper polar flash, which I think is the big key right now.
Got it. And got a question for you from Corey Rubin. He wanted to get your thoughts on two things. First, when do you like to, use keels on your swim flies? But then also too, what's your favorite novelty shape when it comes to Reese's cups?
Man, I think the Reese's question is pretty tough. We'll circle back to that. But as far as keeling goes, I think I have a different perspective on it than the guys that I learned to keel from. I'll usually secure a keel at the vise, and I don't really make adjustments on the water. I'll just pick a different fly. That's one of the nice things about not having pike is that I have so many flies that I've tied the last 7 years, 8 years. So within the last, God, I don't know, since the Leggy Boy came out, I've been putting different size tungsten beads instead of a keel. So most of the time, they're going to be a 3/16 speed. Sorry to all you Euro guys out there. I'm not sure of the millimeter. But a 3/16 speed, and then pretty much all the swim flies I tie and fish are going to be dense. So that's why I put the bead in like every feather changer, especially with a brush head. I think it's really important just to get that fly to break, break that top 5 inches for me. But yeah, the keel I think is really nice if you don't have 100 swim flies to choose from, and you want to be able to be more versatile with what you have on the water. So yeah, I think needing to get that fly maybe out of sight, like if you find yourself getting eats, which I often do, like strip, pause, and that fly goes out of sight, and then all of a sudden you feel a tug. So then I would say, go in your bag, get out some 030 lead, put a keel on your fly, and then you're going to get eats more consistently.
Got it. And any, as opposed to keeling, would you maybe switch to a denser line?
Yeah, you can do that too. So the newer Mid-Atlantic Orvis SA fulling mill rep, his name is David Litton. He's a great dude. He turned me on to fishing the SA Titan sink tip last year, the Type 3. So it's just a little bit heavier than the intermediate, and it seems to keep that fly down, especially when you're doing a little bit faster retrieves. And I'm not necessarily changing the way I fish or anything, but or like the flies or anything like that. It's just I'm using that line during the higher spring flows, especially now when the fish kind of want to stay down a little bit more. So yeah, thank you to David for that. And that line has been making my life a lot easier. And we're able to make the pauses a little bit shorter, I think, because that fly is just staying down. That line's keeping the fly maybe 5 inches deeper than it would be with an intermediate.
Got it. And now you got to answer the Reese's Cup question.
I was joking. It wasn't hard at all. It's the Easter egg, and no flat, thin eggs. I'm talking like the regular. You buy them 1 or 2 in a container, and it's the right ratio. And there are a few others out there. I think the hearts are a good ratio. I don't know, some of maybe like the Christmas tree, the pumpkin, but there are some frauds out there that just have too much chocolate.
Got it. And where do you come down on Cadbury eggs?
From memory, not a fan. A little too gooey, I think. I haven't had one in a long time.
Favorite color of Peeps?
Yellow pops into my head. It's the only one I know.
Oh, there you go. Well, folks, we love questions on the articulate fly. You can email me or DM me on social media, whatever is easiest for you. And if we use your question, I will send you some articulate fly swag, and it might even include a new Butcher Shop sticker. And we will enter in a drawing for something TBD from Brendan at the end of the season. And Brendan, before I let you go and finish shuttling your boat today, you want to let folks, where they can find you to book you and fish with you, but also where your adoring fans can find you on Logjam every Tuesday night.
Yeah, so Tuesday night on the Logjam Fishing Co. Instagram account, you should be able to find it through my Instagram account as well, which is at Brendan Ruch. We do live fly tying, and recently we've been we were inspired by an episode with Chris Willen last year when he really went kind of all out and gave us his whole musky spiel. We really appreciated that, so we've been doing some more in-depth episodes, but yeah, so you can reach us there Tuesday night, 8:35-ish. And then I have a Facebook page at Brendan Ruch, and then Ruch Angling. I don't really keep up with Ruch Angling, but I'll be on there a little bit more often. And yeah, my cell number is 215-837-6533. Please, no pictures.
Well, there you go. And as I say, as we're, most of the country's kind of thawing out, you owe it to yourself to get out there and catch a few. Tight lines, everybody. Tight lines, Brendan.
Take care, guys.